So we'll be working on shoulders today, releasing tension in the shoulders, in the neck, and even down through the arms and fingers. So a lot of us hold tension in our shoulders when we have stress or anxiety. So this will be a really nice practice just to break some of that up and release some of that out. So as you inhale, let's shrug the shoulders all the way up to the ears. Exhale, roll them back, squeeze them back and down. So inhaling through the nose, shoulders up. Exhale, squeeze them back and down. Inhale, rolling up. Exhale. And just find your own rhythm here. Couple more. Good. And then inhale, bring your shoulders all the way up to the ears, squeeze them up tight. Exhale, breathe out through the mouth, let the shoulders flop down. Again, inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. One more time. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. All right. So keep that nice tall spine and imagine a vertical axis running up and down the length of your spine, down your tailbone into the floor, up the spine, out through the crown of the head. And we're just going to make a big circle with our bodies around that axis. So you'll lean forward and then lean to the side, round your back as you come towards the back, and then towards the right. So inhaling forward, left, exhaling back, right. Inhaling forward, side, exhale back, side. And go ahead and just make this your own. Make this a nice circular fluid movement. And as you lean forward, you might arch your spine a little bit. As you come back, round your spine a little bit. And let it become this nice fluid circle. And you'll notice that as you come to the sides, you'll feel a stretch down the waist. And you're going to press down through the opposite hip. So if you're leaning towards the left, press your right hip into the floor just to help you stay anchored. And then same thing on the opposite side. So a couple more in this direction. Loosening up the spine. You might even bring your shoulders into this a little bit, whatever they want to do here. And then the next time you come to the back, we'll switch direction. Making sure you're breathing with this movement. Inhaling forward, exhaling to the back. Couple more here. And then make your circle a little smaller, until you're up nice and tall. Okay. So from here, we're going to inhale the left arm up, up, up towards the ceiling. Exhale, lean towards your right and reach the arm up and over the head. And you can slide your right hand a little farther out if you want to come deeper. Press your left hip down into the floor, or if you're sitting on a block or a blanket, I'm sitting on a block here, but just press down through the left hip and reach up and out through the left fingertips. If you want to come deeper, bend the right elbow so you come closer to the floor, and then inhale, straighten the arm. One more time, exhale, bend the elbow, lean a little more to the right, and straighten. Now stay here. Imagine that you're initiating this movement with your left shoulder blade, and you're going to draw the left shoulder blade down the back, bend the elbow behind you, and then sweep the arm forward in front of you. Make a big circle until you come back to where you started. Okay, so let's try that again. So draw your left shoulder blade down the back and then bend the elbow and press the shoulder down away from your ear. Inhale, sweep the arm forward and then come back. One more time. Exhale. Press the shoulder down so you're feeling that stretch in your neck. And then inhale all the way back up. Good. And then come back to sit. And just feel the difference on each side. Take a moment breathing in and breathing out. Good. Left hand comes to the floor. Right hand reaches up, up, up. Exhale over to your left. Press down through your right hip. Try to keep your chest parallel to the screen or the wall in front of you. And then if you want to deepen, bend the left elbow. So you're leaning a little more to that left side. Press down through the right hip and then straighten. Exhale, bend the left elbow. Inhale, straighten. And exhale, bend. And straighten. Okay. So from here, initiating this movement from that bottom corner of your right shoulder blade, draw the right shoulder blade down. Bend your elbow back behind you. Press the right shoulder away from your ear and then straighten the arm. Inhale, reach the arm forward and up above the head. Okay, again, exhale. Good. Bend your elbow. Press the shoulder down away from your ear and straighten your arm. Inhale, big circle. Couple more here on your own. So if you have been typing or writing a lot today, you might even feel this down your arm, down through your wrist, and maybe even through your fingers as well. But hopefully at least in that shoulder. One more time on this side. And then come back to where you started and sit up nice and tall. Good. Okay, so from here, switch the cross of your legs. And we're going to lean forward, walk the hands out in front of you, and relax the head. Just finding a nice little stretch down your spine and the back of your neck. And imagine that you are maybe in the ocean or in some water, and sway gently the upper body side to side, like in a sort of S shape. So it's just a gentle sway with the upper body from side to side. So your shoulders move to one side and then your head kind of trails behind. And by doing that, you get a little stretch in your neck, the sides of your neck as well. Good. And then slowly walk yourself back up to sit. Switch the cross of your legs. So the other foot's in front. And then walk the hands forward. And then again, pressing the hands into the floor, relax the head and gently sway side to side. So you might imagine that you're a piece of like an ocean plant stuck to the bottom of the ocean, and your hips are like the roots that are anchored to the floor, and then your upper body is like the algae or the rest of the plant that just sort of sways gently. So a couple more breaths here. Just bringing in that nice soft fluid movement. And then slowly, slowly come back to sitting. And as you come to sitting, you might even be swaying a little bit. And then come back to sit nice and tall. Okay, use your hands to bring the knees together. Oh, my knees. And then extend. Ooh, my knee is a little sore. Extend your legs out in front of you. Okay, wiggle your toes. And then just wiggle your knees up and down a little bit. Just shake them out. Okay. And let's come on to hands and knees. If you want padding under your knees, you can always take your blanket underneath your knees here. We'll keep the toes tucked, hands under the shoulders, fingers spread wide. And as you exhale, draw your hips down towards your heels. Bring your elbows, forehead towards the mat. Inhale, slide forward, and then straighten your arms and arch your spine. So this is wheel pose. Exhale, round your back, tuck your chin, draw the hips back to the heels. Inhale, slide forward, straighten the arms as you arch the spine. Again, exhaling. Breathing in and out through your nose. Inhaling, sliding forward. Exhale. Inhale, sliding forward. This continuous circular movement, couple more rounds. As you exhale, feeling that stretch along the spine, back of the neck, and the arms and shoulders. As you inhale, slide forward, straighten the arms. And the next time that you straighten and come up, let's come into our downward facing dog. So just walk the hands forward, toes tucked, and float the hips up and back. And just pedal your feet out here. You can shift your hips a bit side to side. And then settle into your downward facing dog. As you spread your fingers, press through the pads of your fingers. Relax your head, maybe shake your head out a little bit. And just find your breath here. Inhaling through your nose, find your ujjayi breath, so constricting the back of your throat. Exhale, ujjayi breath through the nose. Let's take one more like that. Inhale, feel your belly expand. Exhale out. Soften your knees, look forward, and step or jump to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway up, long spine, half forward bend. Exhale and fold all the way down. 2 more times. Inhale, halfway up. Good. Exhale, fold. And inhale, halfway up. And exhale, fold. Relax your head. You can bend your knees a little bit more to get your chest slightly closer to your thighs if you like. The chin is tucked in towards the chest, and we'll interlace the hands behind the back and just stretch the hands up and over the head as much as is comfortable. Take some deep breaths here. Feel your feet on the floor, nice and rooted, anchored down into the mat. Upper body is nice and relaxed, hands reaching up and over the head. Find your breath here. Good. Take one more breath. You might even sway gently from the heels to the balls of your feet. So it's a little bit of an active forward fold. Last breath in. And exhale out. Release the hands, let them dangle underneath the shoulders. Okay, bend your knees 90 degrees, press down through your feet and roll up one vertebrae at a time. Nice and slow until you're standing up nice and tall. in Tadasana. As you exhale, look over the right shoulder, lean to your right side, find the right pinky toe, and then gently roll down towards the right, one vertebra at a time. So this is really nice to do for the spine, but also for the shoulders as well. Press down through the feet and roll up nice and slow. So shoulders, arms, hands are super heavy here. And you're stacking one vertebra on top of the other very slowly. Once you're back up to standing, look to your left, lean until you see your left pinky toe, and then roll down towards the left pinky toe. Slowly, slowly. And really just paying attention to your spine, the sides of your body, and then press down through your feet and roll up. So keep your upper body towards the left, so you're really accessing that right side of the waist and in between the ribs. And then stand up nice and tall. In Tadasana, take a deep breath in through the nose as you stand tall. Spread the toes. Big exhale through the mouth. Good. From here, interlace your hands behind the back once again. Keep your toes spread wide so your feet are kind of actively grounding into the floor. So as you interlace your fingers, we'll stand up tall. So feel your feet pressing down, lift up through the crown of the head so the back of your neck feels long. Good. And feel your shoulders over your hips, crown of the head over the tailbone. And look forward. Find a point to focus your eyes, breathing in. Exhale, breathing out. Breathing through your nose, Ujjayi breath. Lift the kneecaps very slightly so your thighs are engaged. And actively reach your hands out and away from you a tiny bit more. So you're really hugging those shoulder blades together. Stretching through the front of the chest. Deep breath in. Exhale out. Now from here, as you inhale, lift your chest up towards the ceiling and lean back ever so slightly. One more breath. Excuse me. And exhale, release. Good. From here, shake the hands out. Okay. Bring your fingertips right on top of your shoulders. Keep standing nice and tall, toes spread wide, kneecaps slightly lifted. Inhale, bring the elbows towards each other and then all the way up. Exhale, open them back and down. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, back and down. Keep going. Find your own rhythm here, moving with your Ujjayi breath. And imagine that you're making these big circles with the tips of your elbows as if there was a little pen attached to each elbow. And try to make the circle as even and circular as possible. And then let's switch direction. So you'll inhale back and up. Exhale forward and down. Good. Inhale back and up. Exhale forward and down. So really feel how your arms are moving with your breath as opposed to moving independently of the breath. So everything unites together as one. Couple more here. It's as if your breathing is helping the movement. Good. And then after your last one, relax the hands. Take a deep breath in. Okay. Okay, let's take our hands to the hips, separate your knees or separate your feet slightly, and let's just get some movement in the hips here. So shift your hips side to side. So we did something similar a couple weeks ago. I want to make sure we're getting a nice full body practice here. And then we're going to shift the hips forward and back. And then we're going to put all of that together so that we make a big circle with the hips. So pressing those hips forward, you'll feel that probably in your hip flexors. And then out to the sides, back. And you can keep your legs straight, but if that doesn't feel comfortable, you can take a little bend in your knees. Good, and then let's switch direction. So if you were going clockwise, now you're going counterclockwise. And again, keep your breath going. And then one more big circle here. And back to center. Good. So keep those hips a little wider than hip width apart. Soft bend in your knees and nice easy twist. Let the arms gently hit against the body. I really love this twist. Such a simple, easy thing to do anytime. Really nice way to take a super quick break in your day. Kind of loosens up your arms and your shoulders and your spine because it is a spinal twist here. Gets your energy and your blood flowing again. Slowing it down, and back to center. Good. Bring the feet hip width apart here. Spread the toes and lift the kneecaps. As we stand tall, reach the left arm up and over the head. Exhale, bend the elbow, and then take the opposite hand and just hug your elbow a little closer to the side of your head. Okay, so try to keep your head in line with your spine so you're not jutting your head forward like this. Okay, so keep the crown of your head aligned over your tailbone. Hug that left elbow towards the ear and just find that stretch kind of down the outer left arm and side body. A couple more breaths here. Let your eyes focus on one point. Inhale, Ujjayi breath. Good, and gently release. Okay, let's try the other side. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale, bend the elbow. Place the hand against wherever you can reach that hand, that right hand. I'm placing it on the back of the shoulder blade. And then left arm reaches up and over, and it hugs the elbow towards the ear. Oh, so just feeling into that stretch down the right arm, especially the outer arm. And keeping the head aligned over the spine. Find a point to focus your eyes. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. And one more deep breath in. And deep breath out. And gently release. Let's inhale the shoulders all the way up. Exhale, let them drop and breathe out through your mouth. Okay, shake the hands out. All right, so one more thing before we come back down to the floor. Standing in Tadasana. Spread the toes, kneecaps slightly lifted, standing tall. Inhale. As you exhale, look over your right shoulder so the chin is parallel to the shoulder. And then inhale back to center. Exhale, look over the left shoulder. Inhaling back to center. Exhale to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, center. Okay. Now take your hands right in front of you. Make really soft fists and bring the hands a few inches apart like this. Okay. Round your back, tuck your chin, and pull your belly in, like you're kind of huddling close to yourself. And then inhale, arch the spine, lift the heart, and squeeze the shoulder blades back. Again, exhale, round and tuck. Get really tiny. Come close to yourself. Inhale, arch the spine, lift the heart, squeeze the shoulder blades down and back. 2 more times. Exhale. Inhale. Lift the heart, arch the spine. 1 more time. Exhale, round. And inhale, arch and lift. And relax. Okay, shake the head, shake the hands out if you need to. And we'll come down to the floor. So, if you would like to do a seated meditation instead of Shavasana, I'm going to welcome you to do that. However, if you'd prefer to come down into Shavasana, go ahead and lay down on your back. Separate your feet, toes out to the sides, hands away from you, palms up. So 2 choices here, and your body will tell you what it needs. So whether you're sitting or laying down, take a deep breath in. Exhale through the mouth. 2 more times, just like that, breathing in through the nose. As you exhale, just allowing that to be a beautiful release of anything you'd like to let go of. The breath is a really powerful tool, and it allows us to kind of move energy with the inhale and exhale. So we'll do 1 more like that. As you exhale, finding a nice release as you sigh the breath out. And then just breathing in and out through your nose. And giving yourself this time to simply rest. Nothing else to do but to be here. Softening any areas in your body that might still be contracted or tense. Soften your eyes, soften your jaw, soften your shoulders, your head, your belly. Feel your chest rising and falling so naturally with your breath. Feel the arms and the legs relaxed and at ease, the feet and the toes relaxed. And just come back to your breathing. Come back to your body. And creating this really loving, quiet space for yourself. Nothing else to do. This is enough for right now. I'll let you know when it's time to come out by ringing a bell. Peace. Begin to deepen the breath. Wiggling the fingers and toes, rolling the hands and feet if you're laying down. Take a big stretch, reaching the arms up. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And exhale, release the arms. Roll to one side if you're laying down and make your way up to a comfortable seat. Sit nice and tall, feeling that lift through the crown of the head. Shoulders relax down and back. Pausing for a moment to just notice how you feel after your practice, in your body, in your mind, in your heart. Any difference from when we first began today? And bring your hands together in front of the heart, tuck your chin, and thank yourself for making the time for you and for your self-care. Thank you for sharing your practice, and may we bring the benefits and the energy that we've cultivated out into the rest of our day and our week. Namaste.